William is believed to see his grandmother as a source of great inspiration, especially as he will one day become monarch himself. Earlier this week it was revealed that the Duke of Cambridge had been attending secret talks in Kensington Palace to prepare him for his next role as Prince of Wales. He is heir to Charles' £1 billion Duchy of Cornwall estate, and once his father succeeds to the throne he will become known as the heir presumptive. Yet his high status has not protected him from the odd telling off by his family. The Duke of Cambridge told Sky News in 2016 that his grandmother once scolded him for endangering his cousin Zara when they were all children. During an interview for the documentary The Queen at 90, he explained, "Peter and I were on a quad bike in Balmoral, and we were chasing Zara around who was on a go-kart, and Peter and I managed to herd Zara into a lamp post." Zara and Peter Phillips are the children of Princess Anne, William's aunt. William continued, "And the lamp post came down and nearly squashed her, and I remember my grandmother being the first person out at Balmoral running across the lawn in her kilt." He smiled and added, "She came charging over and gave us the most almighty being, and that sort of stuck in my mind from that moment on that I really should be a little bit more careful about what I'm doing and try not to kill my cousins." William was also reprimanded by his grandmother in public back in 2016. He was seen bending down repeatedly and talking to his son Prince George during Trooping the Colour, to the frustration of his grandmother. At such a formal occasion watched by thousands, the Queen would have been very wary of her family's behavior. She quickly told him to stand up, which he did so, immediately. Despite the odd scolding, William has been handed greater responsibilities by the Queen to prepare him for his future role as monarch over the years. As royal author Juliet Eden explained that the Queen has been offloading a lot of her work to her son and grandson. Speaking to 9 News Australia last year, she said, "William has really had to up the ante and take on a lot of this heavy lifting." William told the BBC back in 2016 how the Queen's leadership had become a great example to him. He said, "I think the Queen's duty and service, her tolerance, her commitment to others, I think that's all been incredibly important to me, and it's been a real sort of example of just what a good monarch can be. It's been incredibly insightful for me growing up, watching her leadership in that role. Just the qualities that are essential for someone in a leadership role." He dubbed the Queen a fantastic monarch and said that when the time comes, he will be absolutely willing to take on more royal duties. At the time of the interview, William had been accused of being a reluctant royal, but he pointed out that he was taking the time to be more of a family man in 2016 while he had the chance. The Duke of Cambridge added that at the time of the interview, his grandfather Prince Philip was unwilling to slow down, and the Queen was very much at the helm of the royal family. However, since then Philip has retired from his royal duties, and the Queen, although still believed to be planning on reigning until her final days, has started to offload some of her obligations to the younger generations.